AJ Ramos, and AJ is kind enough to join us on the phone right now, far, far away from this weather out in California. So congratulations on that, and thanks so much for the time, AJ. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Just enjoying this nice, 70-degree weather.
Yeah, no, rub it in.
Just enjoying it, this nice sunshine, and all the good stuff.
Yeah, I should cut off the interview right now. Anyway, though, I'm always interested to talk to guys that were traded for the first time in their career after they've had some time to kind of let it digest and be away from that situation. So for you, kind of looking back on that now, how much of a whirlwind was that first ever trade for you?
It was a little bit different, man. I mean, it's something obviously I haven't gone through in my life before. So I didn't know exactly what to expect. And with it being in the middle of the season, I think it makes it even tougher because you got to look for places to live. You got to do all that other stuff outside the field as well as being able to handle like media, the different media guys, and learning everyone's names and all this and that. So it was a little tough at first, but the Mets organization made it really easy. They came in and I obviously playing against them. I knew a lot of the guys, so they just made it like a smooth transition. So they made it a lot easier than I heard of, some other guys getting traded and it being a lot tougher situation, but it ended up being a good one.
Sure, and you're talking about transitions right now, and the organization's going through a bit of a transition with a new manager, obviously, in Mickey Callaway. One of the things that he spoke about in his opening press conference was really wanting to be player-friendly, speak to each guy on the team individually. I know he reached out to every player. What was his conversation like with you?
Well, he was just saying that was his number when he texted. He said, "Hey, this is my number, and feel free to text whenever." And looking forward to building on stuff and meeting us in person, and just like that. And I texted him one other time just to ask how it was going because I know how it is. I'm sure he does too. But I just wanted to make sure everything was good with him. Seeing how the transition was going, just to kind of reach out. I don't like having that dynamic of he's a coach and I'm a player. Like we're both men. There's just a business part about it, but I always try to treat everyone the same respect, no matter who you are. So just kind of looking out, see how he was, and just kind of exchange texts like that.
He said some interesting things at the winter meetings about the bullpen in particular, and not necessarily wanting to have set roles, not necessarily having a set closer. What were your thoughts when you first heard that about what this bullpen might look like next season?
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that I have 5 pitches and I could, pretty much pitch anywhere. So for me, I want to win, and whatever I can do to help the team win is what I want to do. And I'm a versatile guy. I've shown I could close. I've shown that I can pitch in the 6th and 7th innings. I've shown I can throw multiple innings. So it's not anything that I'm mad at or whatever, but that's just the way the trend is going. Starters aren't going as long as they were in the past. Part of that's for strategy as well. So that's just a trend the way it's going right now, and you got to be able to adjust. If you're one of those people that are going to be mad and stuff like that about how the situations are going to be, then you're probably not going to be a good teammate. So what I'm focusing on doing, I think, on a lot of the guys, Jerry and everybody is feeling the same way. Is we want to win, and however you can use us, we're weapons. However you're going to use us, whenever we go out there, it's our job to do the job no matter what inning it is. So that's kind of the way you got to look at it, because if you go the other way, you tend to be a cancer on the team, and that's worse.
You mentioned the word adjust when it comes to the changing dynamics of bullpen roles. Is there anything in particular that you'll have to adjust just in terms of your routine? I know guys are creatures of habit, and it will be a little different, not necessarily knowing when you're coming into a game.
Right, yeah, there'll definitely be an adjustment period. Pitching in the first certain in the 8th or 9th inning, I had a routine for that. So I'm definitely gonna have to go back to the drawing board and do a little different routine. But that's something that that'll be an easy fix. Like I said, if you have that stubborn mentality, then it's probably be harder to adjust. But me being flexible, I understand what we're trying to do, and it's my job to get ready for it. It'd be different if we came to spring training and thinking there were set roles, and then all of a sudden the season starts and it's all different. He's let us know from the beginning, so now it's up to us to prepare for it.
AJ, you said earlier in the interview that you have this vast arsenal of pitches, and we know that. We've seen that about you. You're always tinkering with different things. Is there any planned change that you're looking at this offseason or into this next season? Is there one thing that you're looking at trying to enhance perhaps or add to your repertoire?
I don't know if the catcher can handle, any more signs. Unless he has 6 fingers. So I don't think I can add anything to my arsenal. But I can definitely, tweak some things. I think using my fastball more, using that as, 4 pitches. 4 pitches meaning, being able to throw it away, being able to throw it in, up and up and away, being able to hit the 4 corners. You can do that, slot your fastball up better with that. It makes all your other pitches that much better. So definitely going to be more with the fastball.
AJ, before we let you go, I just wanted to ask you one thing about your former team, because I know you're still really close with a lot of those guys that were on the team and some that now aren't on the team anymore. Just from afar, what are your thoughts on how that is all kind of getting dismantled right now, all these guys that you grew up playing with?
Well, that's just part of the business, man. I mean, I don't know specifically what their plans are, the new organization. It seems like they're just kind of cleaning house a little bit, starting from the bottom, or starting fresh, not starting from the bottom, but starting fresh, So I think I can't really comment too much on it, because anything else would be speculation for me, So, but it is crazy to kind of see, the guys that we grew up with and, grew up playing with the Marlins with, and kind of seeing it all being kind of dismantled. It is crazy to know that we all came from there, and now we're playing in all different cities. So it is crazy to see that. But hopefully it's for the best for the team.
Well, AJ, I appreciate the time as always, and I really appreciate you braving that tough weather out there, 70 degrees, to stay on the phone with us for this amount of time. So yeah,
definitely, man. I'm out on the tank top right now at the pool.
All right, goodbye.
Just kind of taking in the breeze,
All right,
have friends over. Come over.
No,
y'all have a little cocktail party.
Yeah,
this is good.
We're cutting this off right now. AJ Ramos, thanks so much for the time, man. I'll see you in a few weeks down in spring training.
All right, man.